It's Amazon Cloud Setup Day. We're going to walk through how to set it up from scratch. My name's Josh from Neocode Software. You can visit us at www.neocode.com and walk through step by step. So what you need to get your FileMaker Cloud set up is a email account. Then we're going to get a AWS account, which we're going to use to get an account number, which we need for the marketplace, which we need to get an account license, and then we're going to figure out what Amazon zone we're going to use. There's only two, east or west. Then we're going to generate a key pair to allow us to log into the servers, and then we're going to get a stack set up, which is actually the FileMaker Cloud finally running. We're going to pick how big the cloud type we want. Then that's all of this is going to take us about 20 minutes. And then to here, we're going to wait 20 minutes to wait for Amazon to actually get set up. And then we're going to make a note of our link. And that'll be that. So email, I'm using my Outlook account because all my other accounts have been associated with Amazon. So first of all, you go to aws.amazon.com, and to create a new account, you just click in Sign into the console, and you're going to have the option to create a new account by picking I am a new user. We'll just change the email account to the one that you're going to use for your new Amazon account. And I'm not going to actually use this. I'm going to save my password. I'm going to put in my name, Joshua, AWS FM Cloud, and then type in my again, and then I'm going to auto-generate a password, create an account, and I'm going to save it. So I can remember it. And then we put in account information. I'm just going to make this a personal account. I'm in Canada. So I find this kind of annoying. Everybody does. Okay. So this security check is really bad. It usually takes me a couple times to get through it, but maybe today I will be lucky. Nope, security check got me. So I think that's NYQ. Is that a Q? BQX. Nope. 4P6. 7M4. It's like it always happens like this. Great, I finally made it. And now I'm going to put in my credit card number. I'm going to put this in again, MB823E. And then it's going to call me. Probably should have changed that's going to go to my toll-free number. That's not going to work. So let's go back and let's change. So D4AD8P, and then I'll have it call my cell. Hmm. Okay, let's retry it. PNECBN. Okay, and then let's try my cell. Great. Okay, support plan. We don't want one. Right? We don't want any support plan. Free is good. If you want to pay money, you can pick one of those. Never tested them. Can't tell you how good they are, but could be handy. Okay, great. So now we're here. So we've done the email account and we've created our Amazon account. So now we can sign into the console. Not that account. Okay, so now we're going to get our account number. So that's my account number. Good. So now we're going to go to the Amazon Marketplace. Marketplace is down at the bottom. There it is right there, Marketplace. And then we're going to get our FileMaker server software. And then you can pick any one that you want. The 5 one is right at the top, so I'm going to pick that one. And then we're going to pick what region we want. Okay, so we don't actually have to do it now, but I'm going to pick Oregon here. And I guess we do. I'm going to pick Oregon, and then I'm going to click Continue. That's important. And then I'm going to do hourly. And then in the future, they'll have multiple versions. But we're using Oregon, and I'm going to accept the software terms. Okay. And then I can click up here to see my software. So I click here. And so I just actually got my license. Okay. So this is my subscription license screen right here. So I can click OK to that. And I can click OK to that. Okay, so note the zone. I picked US West Oregon. Okay, there is only one here, right? Okay, so now what we do is we go to usage instructions. And remember, there's 2 links here that you can click. Remember I picked US West Oregon, so I'd pick that. If I'd chosen Virginia, then I would have picked Virginia. But I'm choosing Oregon, so click here for Oregon. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this aside for a second because we need to have a key pair in order to continue. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the console. Okay, and from the console, to create the key pair, you go to EC2. And then underneath network and security, there's key pairs. So you just click here, create a new key pair. And then the key pairs are based on the zone. So let's call this US West Oregon. Okay. And see up here, see we're in the Oregon zone. And so we've just created it. And then it opens up our key pair. So I'm just going to make a note of my key pair. That's my key pair. Great, good. And it saved it. It saved the key pair to the desktop right there. Okay. So now I've got the key pair. I can go back and I can keep working on my stack. So I just click next. And then here I'm going to pick the stack name. I'm going to call it FileMaker Cloud. And my email address is, okay, and I'm going to create the smallest type, T2 small. And then the key pair is the one that I just created right here. So US West Oregon, US West Oregon, okay? And I need that later to enable SSH access. So I click next. I don't need to do anything here. And then I need to accept this. And then I click create. And now my FileMaker stack is going to be created. And this is going to take about 20 minutes. So it's 2:16 Pacific time right now. So about 2:36, this will be created. So yeah, I'm gonna, so I did the pick instance type. I said 2T small and the usage in stack, that's good. So while we're waiting, I can, the account number, we need to hold on to that for later. So let's just have a look at any emails that I would have received. Okay, here, so we got, it's just like, this is, I've created the account. This is, I'm ready to log in. I can get using it. Welcome to web services. Great. This is, I've signed up for the FileMaker subscription. So it's like I've agreed to the terms of the end user license agreement. And I've agreed to the software fees, etc. And then they're just telling me I've got a free trial that's going to last until November 4th, and then I'm going to have to start paying. So that's all the emails to date. So I'm just going to archive those. I don't need to watch them. Then we can go back to the stack and we can see the FileMaker Cloud website. We can close that. This one. So yeah, it's going to be, like I said, usually it takes about 20 minutes. So we'll come back. I'm just going to stop the recording and then I'll come back when it's done. So we're all done. That was it's about 15 minutes. It's now 2:29. So I guess it's faster. It depends on the time of day that you're working. But we now have the build is all done, which means we can now log in. And to log in, we need to go get our email. So we come back here and we just check our inbox. And we should have an email. Here we go. It's in the junk. So welcome to FileMaker Cloud, FM Cloud Admin. It's ready to go. Before we can use it, we have to enter our Amazon account number, and then we're going to create our host name and set our password and the time zone. Okay, and you got to click on this link. So remember, that's why we got our account number. So I'm going to copy it, And then we'll click here, and our cloud is set up. And that's the email address that I used, obviously. And we'll put this in here. That's our account number. And then the host name is FileMaker Cloud, Cloud, Cloud. Very original. And then we'll just use this default password. And then we'll pick the time zone. There we go, US Pacific. And then set up. FileMaker Cloud, Cloud, Cloud. Okay, it won't email you. So we'll just do this. FileMaker Cloud, Cloud, Cloud. Somebody's already used it? Oh my goodness. So I'll just go FileMaker Cloud 3. And is that the right password? Is that the right US Pacific? It is. Okay, so FileMaker Cloud 3, did somebody take that? Oh yeah, looks like that's ours. FileMaker Cloud 3. No, somebody also took that one. Okay, so we'll do FileMaker. Actually, I just use my account number. I bet nobody's taken that. Okay, now it's building. This doesn't usually take that much time. So we've got this done. So we actually never need this again because from now on, we're going to be using this account. See, it's going to redirect us to that. So while we're waiting for that, we can have a look over here in our, sorry, this one, EC2 dashboard. So we've got, this is the cloud instance that's running. Yep, so if we wanted to connect to it, this is where we use the key pair. So we'll just use the this client here, and we'll point to the key. Oh, we actually have to type it in? Really? The key path? Okay, so that's my path. Hmm. Okay. Nothing's happening. Okay, so okay, so I guess it's busy. Oh, it's working. Okay, so See, it's working right here. I don't know, it's not remembering the password. So, there we go. So, cloud is running. So that's it from beginning to end. You got logged in. Um, Databases, nothing set up. Backups, these run every 20 minutes. Configuration, this is where you can buy your SSL certificate, or you can set up ODBC. You can create users, right? And system configuration, um, what's going on. Change your subscription. So we want to buy more licenses. We want to change the instance type. You want to upgrade or downgrade. You can do that here. Add more storage space. You do that here. So, yeah, that's how things go. Let's sign out. Yep, great. So that's basically how to set it up from beginning to end. Thank you very much. Now you have a FileMaker Cloud instance, and it didn't take that long. Now, if you wanted to if you wanted to download your software, um, Subscription Center here, you can download all your software licenses. If you want to go to WebDirect right away, you can go here and this will open you up with WebDirect. Obviously there's no files here, so um, that's why you can't see anything. So now to upload files, you'll go here and go upload to FileMaker server, and we can put in our name, and then so it doesn't have a real certificate. No, that's not the right one. So favorite hosts. Okay, so I can't remember the username and password, but it's in keychain. Now I can go here, save it to keychain access, and now I can upload a file to the server. So what we'll do is we'll create a new solution. I'll actually create a new solution from get started, and we'll choose a starter solution. We'll use this contacts, and then we will put it on the server. We'll set a password, and then it'll close, and then we'll put it on the cloud, and then we'll upload it. Now it won't actually, there's no point in doing this anymore because we're going to have to put an encrypted password. So great, now it's on the server. So we'll go to the databases, contacts is there, and then we choose open, and then the first thing we do is we set an encryption password. So keychain, we'll save the password, and we'll save it in here, FileMaker Cloud, contacts, and it's open. So from FileMaker, we can go, you have to make sure you have FileMaker v2. Only FileMaker v2, 15.0 v2 can open databases that are on the cloud. So now we go open remote, and I can add my, and this feature doesn't work anymore. This show files for this host or show only these files. Cloud always shows everything. So now we can open, and then, and now I'm using the database on the cloud. And you can see from the dashboard that I've connected here, right? One hosted database, one hosted database, 40 gigs. I've hardly used any space. Um, that's interesting. It doesn't show that I've connected. Maybe I'll reload it. Oh yeah, there doesn't show any user connections. Maybe because it's a because oh yeah, there we shows it right here. Oh, because I'm not using the subscriptions. I'm not using any licenses that are associated with this team, this 5-user team. I'm listed here as an active user. And then a backup is going to run every 20 minutes. I can't schedule it. It'll run on its own. But if I want to keep a backup for later, I can do that. Um, the auto maintenance is a nice feature. FileMaker will automatically, update the versions and everything. So that's really good. These plugins here are Linux versions of the plugin. So you have to make sure that you've got, you have to make sure that if you are using plugins that that your vendor has plugins that support Linux. Email notifications are nice because if the server does have any notifications, it will send it to you. So we'll just put in our email address, and then we just have to approve the request over here that we want to get it. Yep. So now we're going to start getting messages. So, and we go back here, and you'll see it's a verified email address. So now we're going to get notifications. So changing instances does take about 5 to 10 minutes, maybe longer, depending on the time of day. But it's pretty cool to be able to change. Like you've got a lot of there's a heavy workload once a month. You can come in here and update it. But yeah, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to kill everything. So you've created the subscription, now you want to end it. So what we do is from Amazon, I want to see if I can connect now. It's interesting that it couldn't ever SSH. But yeah, basically from this, from the EC2, yeah. So you go to that cloud formation, and then you pick the stack that we created, and then you delete it. And that'll delete everything. Yeah, so it's deleting, and yeah, then if we go to the marketplace, so we go check out our software. Okay, so I guess they're terminating. So they're not finished terminating yet. So let's just see what's going on. So it's still running. I guess it's delete in progress. Huh. Oh, sorry. Select a stack. Okay, so I'm getting an error. So delete in progress. Delete failed. So it may not be terminated. So I got to terminate it manually. That's okay. So how do you terminate it manually? You go to EC2 and we just kill all this. So we'll kill the instance. And this is tricky. You see how close reboot and terminate are? Don't make the mistake. If you mean to reboot, do not click terminate. Terminate, there's no refund, there's no backup, there's nothing. Terminate is gone forever. So be careful. Terminate is, yeah, you only get to do that once. Gives you a warning. But yes, we want to terminate it. But I've got to terminate the drives first. Okay, so we'll go find the drives, the storage volumes. We'll go back to the dashboard and we'll go to the volumes and we'll just kill the volumes. Detach them. Okay, maybe we'll have to do a forced attach. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so we'll stop it. And then what we can do when it's stopped is we'll change the termination protect. That was what it was. I couldn't disable it because termination protection was on. And so now maybe I can do the, so maybe that'll work. Maybe we won't get the error. We had to disable the disable API. That was it right there. So this disable API termination, all I had to do, and I've done it already. Okay, so it's killed the instance, now it's killing the volumes. Yeah, so we'd already turned that off. And how is it doing? Events. Delete complete, delete complete. So the volumes are still there. Can we kill them now? Hmm. Guess it's already gone. And now everything's been removed. So from beginning to end, build and remove FileMaker Cloud in less than an hour. Thank you very much.